If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up, guys? It's Fifa Chief here, and we're back with some more insane trading methods that can help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. And today we got three different, little bit higher budget filters for you guys to try out here. And as we're jumping in, all I ask is that you guys do please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then also please check out my Twitch, which is linked in the description for all of my daily live streams. So, jumping into our first filter here, this is going to be a classic one, a little bit higher budget. What we're going to be looking at is Portuguese Manchester City players here. So in this filter, you got João Cancelo, you got Bernardo Silva, and then you got Ruben Diaz as well. So taking a look at the price of these guys, as the prices of fodder kind of moves around quite a bit, these are up in price at the moment. And Bernardo and João Cancelo are currently selling for about 13,000 coins, it looks like. Call it about 12.25, it looks like. So let's say you're selling at 12K here. Selling at 12K, you're going to lose 600 coins on tax. So going to want to pick these up for about 11,000 coins or less. Now, typically you're going to find bidding on cards like this very, very difficult. However, during Team of the Year, this kind of changes because when we get new sets of players, like today the midfielders are coming out, or Friday when the whole team goes into packs and you get tons and tons of lightning rounds, bidding on fodder becomes very, very good because there's just so much supply and it's hard to keep up with it. So what I recommend doing is going in and try to bid on these cards when we have mass amounts of supply. But typically what I recommend is just sitting here and trying to snipe these cards, and that's going to be best for you. Now, it is a little bit weird just because two of these guys are in Team of the Year, but you can see there's quite a few Bernardo Silvas here that don't really have any bids and expire within the next 6-7 minutes. So a lot of times you can just kind of get some nice deals on these guys because people just aren't paying attention to fodder cards like this during Team of the Year. And especially during those big times of supply, it's easy to pick these guys up. But moving into our next filter here, we're going to check out Chelsea here, and we're going to look at gold rare center backs. So in this filter, we got a couple cards here. We got Azpilicueta and we got Rudiger as 83 rated cards, and then we got Thiago Silva as an 85 as well. And looking at the price of these, so a little bit down in price at the moment. However, these prices always fluctuate dependent upon the content. Right now, Azpilicueta is selling for about 1,300 coins. So selling at 1,300, you lose 65 on tax. So you want to try to snipe these guys for about 1,100 a piece. And you can see, wow, two of these pop up on the first search here. You're going to get a lot of supply of cards like 83s just because of the amount of packs being opened and how common those really are. You're going to see a lot of these popping up. However, it is just so difficult to pick up cards like this because of the amount of people sniping them. So again, that's why I kind of prefer bidding for something like this. And when you're bidding, you got to keep in mind, you're going to be able to bid different prices on certain cards. Because, for example, Rudiger goes for a different price than Azpilicueta. And if I go on Footbin here and look, Rudiger is currently selling for 1,800 coins. So I should keep in mind, Rudiger I'm willing to bid 1,600 on, and Azpilicueta I'm willing to bid 1,100 on. And just kind of like bid the individual price that I can on all those cards. And the same goes for Thiago Silva. When you come across him, you want to find the price that you're able to bid on Thiago Silva, because you're not going to be able to win these all for the exact same price. Whereas sniping, you do have to just snipe for that very, very low price. And chances are you're not going to see any Rudigers pop up, and I don't even think you're able to see Thiago Silva's pop up because of his minimum price. So that's something to keep in mind as well here when you're kind of bidding on these cards. But we'll see how many of these Azpilicuetas we win. And then, when you do this, let's say we don't really win any of these Azpilicuetas. We get outbid and someone bids 1,200 on all of these. The next time we go in, we would just have to bid 1,200 on all of them. We got to up our bid price a bit. But moving in to the final filter for the video, what we're going to look at, one of my favorite filters on the game, is going to be gold rare Bayern Munich midfielders here. So in this filter, you got a lot of cards. You got Goretzka, Sabitzer, Gnabry, Sane, Kimmich, Coman, Muller. So many cards in here. And right now, the 84s are going to be the cheapest, particularly Sabitzer and Sane. being the two cheapest. And this is nice right now because obviously these are up in price as fodder has gone up recently. And these are currently selling, it looks like about 3.6K, maybe 3.7. Looks like 3.6K is going to be the selling point for these. Let's see. So selling at 3.6K, you're going to lose 180 coins on tax. So you want to try to pick these up for 3,300 a piece or less, which is kind of the sweet spot for trying to buy these. Now, again, when you're bidding on cards like this, which is going to be really good during these mass times of supply that are coming, you just need to keep in mind that a lot of these are different ratings, and you need to figure out the different price that you can bid on each rating. So, for example, what you can do is you can go to Footbin cheapest by rating here. Type this into your browser. Go Footbin cheapest by rating, and then whenever you see an 85 pop up, you could bid like 6.5K on it. An 86 that pops up, you can bid like 10K on it. And you can just go off of the prices of the rating of the cards as they're popping up, because there's so many different cards in there. You don't want to have to look up the price of each individual player, but that kind of gives you a general idea of what you should be buying those cards for and makes it much, much easier for you. So let's go ahead and jump over here. It looks like we didn't really get too many deals. So the next time I jump into these Azpilicuetas, as you can see, a lot of them getting one for 1,200 coins a piece there. I would go ahead and just bid 1,200 a piece on them and sell them for 1,400. And, you know, lazy buyers will pick them up. They'll take a little bit longer to sell, but they will in fact sell. I mean, you could list these cards for 2,000 a piece, and lazy buyers are insane during Team of the Year for these SBCs because there's so many people trying to get them done that you can list these cards for nowhere near their lowest price, and they will end up selling. But guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.